Well, I joined Harwood Hutton when I was 18, fresh-faced from school. I actually picked up my A-level results on my lunch break whilst here. And really, at the time, I was looking for a place to work that would give me some college training. I decided not to go to university, and I decided that I wanted to learn my trade and my job whilst doing exams on site to help me go through that. So I saw an ad in the paper for Harwood Hutton, turn up for the interview, and then realised that accountancy was for me, mainly because I liked business studies and I liked maths. And I've done very well since then at this company. Progressed through, qualified in 2010, and then moved on to become a manager as I am now.
I came to work for Harwood Hutton from a career in the city. I used to work for one of the big four. I suppose I came to Harwood Hutton for a better work-life balance after, well, tough work expectations and a tough long commute. It was time to go somewhere local where I would see my family and enjoy the environment I'm working in.
So 11 years ago I came for an interview here after leaving a housing association, and just got a good feel of the place as soon as I walked in the door. I was offered the position and off I went. Hadn't worked in accountancy before, so I was sort of brand new to the processes and the environment, and I'm more of the admin side of things, the support side of things rather than the numbers. But I was supported from day one, and I feel now I pretty much know the ropes, and enjoying it.
Yeah, I qualified at the beginning of last year, and it sort of got to the stage where you start thinking about what your next step's going to be in your career. Obviously, you want to keep progressing. Once you qualify, you still got to keep learning. So I started to obviously look around, and then Harwood Hutton got in touch, and basically I had an interview with one of the directors, and we seemed to get on really well. Got offered the job luckily, so that was good. And then I started here, and it's been going well so far. So far so good.
I guess the one thing that annoys me about people talking about accountancy is that they always think it's very boring, but we often get a lot of diverse work here at Harwood Hutton. In particular, I've been sent before to Canada to look at a client subsidiary who wasn't performing particularly well, and go and do a business report over there, which is obviously very interesting in itself. We've also had a client who was selling their business, which ended up selling for an 8-figure sum, and I was involved in the negotiation of that sale, and also put in charge of being their interim financial controller for a period of 13 months in what was a very critical period. So again, very interesting, diverse work, coming across new things all the time and having to deal with them, such as suppliers, difficulty with them, employee issues, etc. So I've always found, even though people say that accounting can often be quite boring, you get a lot of very interesting things that come up as you go about your work.
The main reason why I wanted to start at Harwood Hutton is because I wanted to carry on progressing and get exposure to lots of different roles, carry on progressing. And so since I've been at Harwood Hutton, I've had exposure to lots of different clients, some challenging, but in the end, it's good to be challenged and keep progressing, add more skills. And the type of clients we've been working on is quite broad, anything from sort of like big limited companies to small limited companies, sort of in the office, outside the office.
So my day can be very busy. We have quite a few deadlines to meet, whether it's with the revenue or company's house. Communication is essential when it comes to the deadlines and the workload, particularly when you're sort of setting up new clients or month end. I get quite a lot of support from directors and colleagues around the firm. So it's busy and can be quite pressured at times, but it's also quite enjoyable.
What we're really looking for when we have trainees apply to us is good academic base for learning, not necessarily learning in maths and business, but certainly showing that they can get good grades, etc., shows that they're a fast learner and good uptaker of information. And really, diligence and reliability are a big part of what we do, and we need to ensure that individuals are able to show that, being organised, etc., when they come to the interview is a big part of what we're looking for.
The partners directors are always sort of open. If you have any queries, it's like an open door policy. They always promote, you never stop learning. They all ask each other questions and to make sure we all provide a good service, but also you're learning on the job, which is obviously important.
Harwood Hutton have been so flexible throughout my study. They've helped with study leave, college time, just the general support needed to get through your chartered qualification. It's not an easy feat, as anyone on this road will know, and so the support here has been invaluable.
One of the things I enjoy about working at Harwood Hutton is there's an open door policy. If you have any queries or any problems, you can always go and speak to the directors. They're all very approachable, which is helpful because you've always got the support there and you're constantly learning.
Comparing my time at Harwood Hutton to my time at the Big Four, the biggest difference I can see is that if I have a question, I can speak to a partner or director, I can knock on their office door and they make time for you whenever you need it. I know everyone really in the office. We're a small team, we're not tiny, but we know, everyone knows each other and everyone wants to help one another.
So I've been here quite a long time, and I've seen quite a few changes over the years, all positive. We've grown as a company, we've moved into London, we've grown as a firm here in Beaconsfield, the number of staff, etc. But not so much so that you don't know everybody. It's still very friendly, very supportive. You can go to anybody and ask questions, and feel that you do have that sort of camaraderie within the firm, which I think is really important.
The best bits about working for Harwood Hutton is a variety of work. It allows me to keep learning and progressing. It's a nice friendly office upstairs, so everybody's very approachable and creates a nice enjoyable environment to work in. And one of the most important things for me is my wife's expecting our first child, so it's a nice work-life balance.
Everyone's approachable, everyone wants to help you, and I couldn't ask for a better place to work.